So one of the biggest ways I think people were sadistically persecuting me was through food, was through the food they had me eat. I suspect people like the Swell Boys were associated with rich, famous, and interesting people. And the same goes for my family, the same goes for... And I'm like, they had me eat chicken wings at Buffalo Wild Wings every week. They had me eat at the Olive Garden while they were eating expensive foods. People say, think of how absurd that sounds. You know, people in third world countries, people in Africa, people in, you know, communist countries. I mean, not to say, but they would probably like laugh at you and say, you know, Andrew, you know, you were eating food even though the food was trash and it was Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, I'm like, they were eating the five-star restaurants, they were eating caviar, monagat. I guess the moral of the story here is it was bullying in a way. And they're like, they're bullying you by having you eat food? Well, they were living a life of luxury. They were hanging out with these pop stars and millionaires and billionaires. They were eating the best foods, and they were excluding me from that life. And then they would get lunch with me as a pity afterthought, or dinner with me as a pity afterthought, and they would laugh about how they were eating chicken wings with me and how our hangouts were trash and how, you know, they were bullying me basically. They were laughing at me. They were having me eat the worst foods imaginable, and they were eating the best foods and having the time of their lives when I wasn't around. It was like they were humiliating me, turning me into a lol cow, turning me into a laughing stock. So although, you know, obviously I wasn't getting persecuted by eating chicken wings, the reason they were hanging out with me was to laugh at me, was to humiliate me. And they wanted me, when I found out, to be righteously angry, scream and shout and get angry. You know, that's what they wanted. They wanted me to be righteously angry. I'm like, they were persecuting me with food, you know. They wanted me to just snap over it because they were living a millionaire's lifestyle.